This is a great day for satellite radio. A great day for satellite radio.
As we're all on the reef again.
I gotta go check it! Oh my fucking God, I gotta go check it!
Gotta thank Drew Boogie for throwing this together.
Nice job.
They took your theme music and our theme music and mixed it.
Made some kind of conglomerated mulata mongrel theme.
We're already blown out the people's ears out there.
Yeah.
In Radio Land.
It's exciting just to get here in time. It just looks like Jimmy Norton is waking up. So this is the time to show I want to be the baby. You're going to wake the baby. I've been listening to you guys for the last couple months, and it's always funny to hear, like, Jimmy is always doing that, yeah. And then about 8:30, 8:45, I just hear him kick in.
Oh, yeah.
Just start tearing into a bit.
Goddamn ACLU can suck my dick.
But it's the slow burn. But now I know exactly how you feel, because getting up this morning, we haven't done this in a lot of years. It's a beast.
It stinks.
It's awful.
I know. I had to kick a couple Cuban boys off of me. It's just a mess.
I'll go with the gay angle. Good. That's good.
That's really going to help the red states that are listening.
Yeah, that's going to really go over nice.
Jesus, what's wrong with you?
And did you have to pit uncircumcised boys?
So much for listeners in Alabama.
You know, cheaper. You know, every time we start a new gig, I go, you don't have to do that angle this time. You know, you're funny in a lot of different ways.
And then you're locked in it for however long.
Yeah. And then, see, here's the problem when you're partners. Because at one time it was a Ron show, and Fez was, in with us. And everybody would always say to me, hey, is that friend of yours? Is he gay? Is he gay? And I'm laughing, having fun. But then as soon as he became my partner, it became, are those guys gay?
Let them think what they want, Ron. We don't care.
I care.
We're just going to live our lives.
I'm
care.
living a separate life, and I care.
Let them think what they want.
People would even ask my chick. They were like, hey, are those guys gay?
Does Ron had to say that right off the bat?
Of course.
Yeah.
My chick.
Yeah, after I was done having sex with her, hetero sex.
Yeah, right.
Hot and heavy for hours.
So you don't have to, you can, maybe go in a different angle this time, Fez.
Okay, because I love the tang, man.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'll tell you, some poon, I'll tear that
Convincing.
Yeah.
He will.
Biatches.
I like how it's still, the tang and
Yeah.
instead of like hot sloppy pussy or something.
He's not used to it.
I know.
He's not used to it.
It'll take a while.
Yeah.
You kind of look around for a dump button when you say something inappropriate for a while.
Yeah. You guys want to get the cursing out of the way?
No. We have no plans to, because...
That's good. We
yeah.
said that for about a minute.
Right. Because then you were still hoping you were going to syndicate back the other way, and now you're like...
There was always that hope.
Right.
Like, we get... And then you realize, why bother?
Right.
Why even bother?
Stupid Fareed got under our skin for a while, and he's like, if you guys clean up the show, I think I could get you back on commercial radio.
Yeah, remember those shows, people? Remember the shows we tried to clean up? Oh, we never said we were cleaning them up, but you remember which ones they were.
Because you were emailing us every day. We're like, no, we're not,
no, we're not.
Up our
we
show.
just made a concerted effort to clean it because it's our choice, and those shows sucked.
It's Ron and Fez, and, when you guys do your first show, you'll see. Every other word's going to be fuck.
Well, the listeners, too.
And then the listeners fucking great.
They're the worst.
Guys fucking back. Fuck.
They call up and hey, no FCC, right? Fucking A. Every call has to get it out.
It's weird because, what was it, a month ago or so, we got suspended for a week because a listener said shit.
On the air.
On the air.
Yeah.
And I didn't, I don't have a dump button. It's somewhere on the board. I don't know where it is. But don't remember, Infinity has dump guys.
Yeah, it's supposed to have somebody there.
2 of them missed it. So we got suspended. Right. Bob worked it down to a vacation.
Good old super agent Bob Eatman, right?
What if we just give him vacation pay?
Poor Bob. Not a bad impression. Let me hear it again.
What if we just give him vacation
Too much
pay,
excitement.
Michael?
No, that's too exciting. Too flamboyant, too colorful. Yeah.
What a bore, huh?
Oh, when you have to sit in a meeting with that guy.
Are you happy, Fez? It's satellite. Are you happy?
Oh, guys, this is going to be great for you. This is fantastic.
It's everything you've ever wanted.
Patience. For like the last 6 months, this is all he's heard from us. Get out. Get us out. That's what we want. We want out.
Can you be cool for me, Ron?
No, I gotta get out. I can't breathe, Bob.
You gotta be cool.
Remember what he said to you not too long ago?
Tell your partner.
No. I didn't hear that one. But what he said, what he compared you to O&A?
I don't remember.
Yeah, because you were screaming at him for something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. I was screaming at him on the phone. He goes, "You're starting to sound like Opie and
Oh, Jesus Christ! I don't think I probably lost it. In how long have you been with Bob? 8 years.
8 years, I guess.
Yeah, about 8 years.
Yeah.
I probably have 2 occasions where I even raised my voice to the guy. They must have really stood out in his mind too. But what, you guys were really pounding him though?
Well, it was a real weird deal. We thought we were coming here in March.
Yeah, so did
And
we.
I don't exactly even know what happened to this day because, we were in the middle of a contract. Bob did something or other. Somebody else probably really got fucked over on their contract.
Well, that's what happens. Right? Bob, trades people around. He's like a slave owner.
Yeah.
He, trades a couple here, and then he'll get some favors over from this guy.
Right.
If he gives him, 3 hacks and a newsman.
If you let Ron and Fez go,
Right.
I will give you Rover and Columbus.
Yeah.
Right now, 2 poor guys are working in Haiti doing overnights.
We're all Monopoly property.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And Baltic Avenue got screwed somewhere.
Gordy is calling him, "Get me out of Minneapolis." There he is. He's up. Here he comes.
And I know just to do the first half hour to 45 minutes without him.
Is that right?
He needs his coffee,
no
his
worth
food.
whatsoever. Yeah,
He's got to read the papers.
Hey, my favorite show you guys did was the X Games. That's my favorite.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's what it's like because it's not like I've never done the Plant City Strawberry Festival before. I've done some of those really bad remotes, but it's kind of like when you were a kid, like on a little league team, watching your friend take a bad hop across the forehead. Nobody can handle that ball. And I'm just hearing motorcycles going over your head. And I swear to God, the greatest thing about it is I kept thinking that the same guy kept coming back to be interviewed. Every person had the same exact personality.
It was the same thing, and we asked him the same question, because what the fuck else are you supposed to ask these people? What are you supposed to ask them?
Towards the end, you could hear yourself getting hit with the dirt. Yeah. Is it raining inside the tent? And where's the dirt that heavy?
We were all hacking because the dust was in our throats. Yeah, you're doing a broadcast with dust in your
Those guys
in
just
your
made us
lungs.
look like faggots.
Yeah.
With their scars and their injury reports.
But it was always, yeah, dude, well, we're, going to tear it up out here, and okay.
Good luck. When do you ride?
Yeah. Oh, how about your tires? Firestone, what do you got? What are you going to say to these people?
I had fun, though. We had a good time.
I very rarely am embarrassed when I walk away from a show. I was embarrassed. I bombed so badly. It was okay. It happens. I deserved it. I was fucking embarrassed to walk away from the microphone.
Yeah, you were a little hard on yourself.
It was awful. Awful.
Did you get a hooker that night to fix things up?
I did, actually.
You did?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Yeah. They let me dump inside her.
What was his name?
Wow.
No,
I didn't.
Hi, Daddy.
Well, the phone's just going nuts here. Let's say hi to Dave. Dave, what's up?
Hey, what's up, man? First thing, I want to say, 2 things to Ron and Fez. First of all, welcome to the XM platform.
Thank you.
Second of all, shit, dicks, how about showing up on time for your first day at work? Punching out.
Well, they were kind of here.
Yeah.
They were here.
We made them wait like everyone else.
Not at 7. But.
Atlanta, what's up?
Hey, what's up, Opie?
Hey.
What's up, guys? Little Jimmy, my idol. Ron and Fez, welcome. How's it going, boys? I just wanted to go back to memory lane of some famous bits that I remembered when I was a teenager, when my dad listened. I remember the old thing, huddled to the taser to his nuts. You guys remember that one?
That was the Ron and Ron show when we used to do.
Spin the stunner.
Spin the stun gun we had every morning, and that was an ugly show.
Whoever name came up took the stun gun.
Oh.
Hey, can Fez do the Nature Boy thing?
You know what? I was even thinking about having him do that, but I don't know if he can hold it up anymore, Fez.
My dad's listening, and he listens to the show. Of course, I'm spreading the virus out. That's the big thing he wanted to hear from Fez, because that's the big thing he remembers.
Well, we used to do that show. It was like late 80s, early 90s. You never knew whether you were going to get a stun gun or a big roll of coke in the morning.
All depended on how the wheel landed.
And let's not forget the Taxman song that sounded like that Beatles song. That was a good one, too.
It's just, it's like hearing about old girlfriends. You're just not sure. I'm sure something happened.
I love when I go down to Florida and somebody knows me from radio and your name comes up.
Yeah.
It's always some mysterious, weird story that comes up where I don't even really know what he's talking about, but it's shady and illegal and involves you in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
You guys had stolen a liver or something? That was for an organ transplant?
Like that.
Well, you were there in New York the night that the Miami cops showed up.
Yeah.
From different situation.
Wait, what happened
Some
there?
detectives. They wanted to see New York. But they wanted to be connected. And that's, one of those Al Pacinos where you're never quite out, even though you're trying to explain to them, hey, good news, I'm all cleaned up. Yeah, right. Whatever.
It's been years.
What was that story about?
Who knows?
It's always a mystery. That's what it is with him.
Yeah.
It's always some kind of mysterious thing, but you know it was just bad and involved massive amounts of cocaine.
Let's go to, who's this from Long Island?
Samoan woman.
Oh, what's up?
Everything's great today. Number 11778 reporting.
Ooh. Look at that.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Fez. I want to be the first to say hi. That's all.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're the second.
And
Or
I'll
third.
see you soon.
All right. That's all that she wants to say. Jeff in Jersey. What's up, Jeff? Jeff.
Name's probably wrong.
All right. Let's go to Julian in New Jersey. Julian.
Big ass call holder 2346.
They all remember.
Hooah!
Poaching out your mom's box.
All right. A lot of people excited
Guys,
about
I'm so happy to be back, aren't you?
You know, it's just
I forgot about this part of it.
Yeah, this part of it.
These awful salutations. Just wanted to say, welcome back. Click. Shitheads.
We've been taking Northern Virginia calls, so believe me, it's not so
We're
bad.
numb to it now.
How did the New York listeners keep in touch?
Everybody has these underground feed things. You know, that's the other weird thing that Bob was calling us about, is that the websites have blown up so much that anytime anything would be posted on Whackbag or DCRTV, the company would be mad and come back to us like we gave an interview to the New York Times or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's website speculation.
Right, we can't stop people from writing stuff.
Bob actually said to me on a phone call, do you think you can control your minions?
No.
We should just have all our listeners call Bob all day.
No, leave Bob alone.
What's Bob sound like? I do a great impression of his secretary.
Which one?
Dawn, I think. I never get through that crushing bore. Hey, we're trying to get Jim Norton a raise. I'm working on Man-Cow. Are you really, you fucking ghoul? Help!
Actually, Bob is representing my dad now. It's just his opportunity. Last time I saw him, he had a phone book. I was just calling people randomly. Do you have representation? I'd like to be there for
you. Need it. Well, even as a deli clerk, you should have somebody Yes, Bob.
Somebody has to tell Bob he doesn't have to represent every small morning show in America.
Every one of them.
Holy crap. When I'm with him, he's taking phone calls from this little morning show in the middle of, like, Omaha.
It's such a conflict
because they have a little
interest.
problem with their vacation time.
It's a conflict of interest. He's supposed to... There were times where we'd go, dude, play hardball with Infinity or Clear Channel. So go in there and beat the shit out of these guys and get us the deal we want. Well, I gotta kind of be calm because I got a guy that I want to get put in Memphis, and if I push too hard on this... Like, we give a shit about the guy you're putting in Memphis. Just represent us. Where's the big 10% coming from? 10, 20. Isn't it great, the team shows? He gets one price. Yeah, you'll be splitting this amount, and I'll be getting 10% for both of you. How does that work?
Well, it's still just 10%.
How does that work? 10%. He's getting 20% of everything.
No, he's getting 10%.
Getting 10%.
He's getting 10% from me.
10%.
Yeah,
That's 10% of half.
from you. Yeah.
And 10% from Opie.
10% of half.
That's still 10%.
That's 20% of the whole thing.
No. The professor has made a method. And you've said that many times, and until Ron said that, I just nodded my head stupidly. Good point, Ron. Good point.
Hold on.
Wait a minute, Anthony's right. We're getting ripped off.
10% of the entire thing.
Right. Yeah. It's still 10%.
It's still 10% even if you split it in half.
Sure.
Of course it is.
Because you're only getting half. He's getting 10% of your half. That's 5%. All these years you've been mumbling.
Hey,
fucker.
I love Anthony's. I love Anthony's math, though. Come on.
I love that.
I'm going with the Anthony math.
5% each.
I'm going with the Anthony
Because
math.
if you double it,
10% of him, 10% of me. I mean, times 20. That's half the money, for Christ's sake.
that's hysterical. Oh, what a complete idiot.
And why bring up religion? Where does that come from? Ed, come on.
Let's go to Paul in North Carolina. Paul, what's up?
Hi, Ron. Hi, Fez.
Hi, Paul.
I was wondering if you guys are going to get Brian Regan in the studio now that you got the AFRO show and try to make him uphold his title for funniest man.
Excuse me, I beat out Brian Regan for funniest man that night. Thank you.
In the Enema Comedy Challenge.
That's right.
That was a good one.
The least funniest in the room took the title.
No,
That
you
was,
made a Matrix cry out.
Oh, that was the same day. I had a great night with Ron
What the
Fez.
line was, but yeah, he lost his bowels on
I forgot what the line was, too.
I think anybody could have,
Oh, come on. Give me a little credit. I'm funny every once in a while.
I understand, but I mean, in that situation,
He was ready to blow.
He took about 3-quart enema, then he had to stand there while people in a kiddie pool.
In a kiddie pool.
In a shame in a kiddie pool.
Yeah.
And then there was a dominatrix in there that Opie made cry also.
Well, it was your big show, and I came in just to say hi. I was drunk, because everyone was drunk back then.
And then came the line, "Hey, look, Aunt, Joey Ramone."
Right.
Is that what he lost it on?
No, that's...
No, the dominatrix.
Oh, what
There
line
was
did
two
he actually...
things going on. You had the naked guy in the kiddie pool with the enema, and then you had the dominatrix. They had this big show plan. I said one dumb line about how she looked like Joey Ramone. And,
Yeah, she started crying.
and she cried and ran out, and next thing you know, you guys had to fill an hour because of me.
Yeah, it was an awful night.
I got the
She had to leave.
I got the big moment, but these guys had to fill the rest of that hour.
When's the last time we were all on the air together, though? That was the night you got fired, right? When you
Was
came,
it?
Yeah, you came running in with Bob.
I remember we couldn't talk. We
Yeah, you couldn't talk.
That stunk. That wasn't being on the air.
Bob was all disheveled.
Yeah, Bob was actually stunk from flop sweat. He did. I was standing next to him, and he was just totally freaked out.
Yeah, he was trying his darndest, but it just wasn't panning out.
By the
All
way,
the phone calls.
it's about 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
3 years. In a week, it'll be 3 years that we did the Sex with Sam
Really?
thing. Yeah.
Yeesh.
We should celebrate.
Yeah, do it again. Let's try that one again.
3 years ago.
Maybe Sex with Sam. We could bring that intern in and all rape him and laugh.
You know what's really weird, too, about getting back together is, I remember Sex with Sam. We did some gig or something right after with Joe's band. Was that one of the U2 bands or something?
At the Hard Rock?
Right. And your sister that night was saying, "I know all you guys are going to get back together again." And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
oh, how sweet, because it just doesn't happen.
It doesn't
in radio.
work like that. Right.
I'm just like, let me mourn. I know what happens in radio.
It's radio. People go away. They leave and you never see them again.
Rockin' Ribs, that's right. Very good, Eric.
Was that the one?
Rockin' Ribs, yeah. So
I remember I went to the Halloween party over at the Hard Rock, and we'd been off the air for about a month, 2 months, or whatever it is, and I had gone, and they wouldn't let me in. They wouldn't let me. I was so frustrated. I'm going to a Ron and Fez event. It's the Halloween thing.
your brother's playing.
My brother's
Right.
playing, and I was having trouble getting in at the door, and security was pushing me around. They wouldn't let me come back to say hi to you guys. I was just hanging out there like one of the Minion, and I couldn't even get back. It was so frustrating to be back in the pit.
Doing costume changes.
Oh,
Halloween, trying to get in the door.
Well, what was the gig that we came up to New York and you stopped by, and they yanked our cord from us from D.C.
Oh, that's right.
Anthony comes
right.
in.
Yeah.
Everybody starts to, we're just a bunch of New York people were hanging out. We were on the air down there, and people were chanting Anthony. and somebody down there just yanked the cord out.
Yep, they were saying ONA. An ONA chant got going, and Infinity pulled it. Whoever the PD was, I guess, down there.
Yeah.
They just hate us to this day.
Yeah, they're not
Absolutely
crazy about you. They're not crazy about
But you know what? It wasn't our problem that day. You talk about the dump buttons. We had 3 guys on the dump buttons that day.
Yeah, Al Dukes was one of them.
And they decided not to use
Great job.
them.
Who's moved up in the Infinity food chain?
Yes, we've heard. Is he over at K-Rock now?
Yeah. No, he's off that. He's working at corporate.
I thought he was Booker's...
No, that's over.
That's over?
He keeps moving up in the world.
Was that Booker's choice, or...?
No, I think Al is basically being groomed to take over the company.
Well, he'd make a perfect fit.
It would work for us because we've got so much audio of him pissing himself, making out with guys,
crying under a console. That's not what we're looking for in an executive.
I know. That's what killed me that when you guys had Cowhead on the other night. That's the night I met him. That Al had his arms around his buddy Cowhead. They made me kiss a man.
Right.
They made me kiss a man.
That's when he broke my foosball table.
Yeah.
He tipped it over outside because you guys had him blindfolded and drunk and said that there was a hot chick that wanted to make out with him, and he kissed, and it was a guy.
Nobody said tongue, Al.
And who wouldn't see that coming?
I mean, come on! Who the hell is gonna... No, we're gonna blindfold you, and this is a hot chick. What a dolt! That was Al.
All right, let's go back to the phones. They're just going nuts here. Dave in North Carolina. What's up, Dave?
Hey, O&A. Good morning, little Jimmy.
Hey.
I just want to call and say, hi, Ron and Fez. It's great to hear you. Last time I heard you guys was Ron and Ron show.
Oh, wow.
Let the puppies breathe.
Let the puppies breathe. Thanks.
What does that
Punch
mean?
it out, guys.
Let your tits out. It was back when that was really considered shocking and on the edge.
Of course.
It's like, whatever people go, remember that shocking bit you guys did? And of course, now, it just seems like nothing.
Where someone got their nipple pierced.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Pierce.
It just makes... I remember that at AAF, no? We go down in Boston. It's like, yeah, this girl's gonna come in. Whoa, she's piercing her nipple.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God! The nipple!
Any listeners out there with ether and ammonia, please come down to the studio. We need ether, ammonia.
This was the real gimmick, and I wish it wasn't true, but it happened. And the winner to the trip to England is my Coke dealer. My Coke dealer is going to see. Wow, 2 months in a row, he won the flyaway.
What a trip to see the Who in London or something.
Because something happened 4 o'clock in the morning in a titty bar where he's handing a bag and go, I swear, you're going.
Dude,
you go
there. It's there.
You're going to meet Townsend. It's perfect.
And that Plugola thing is all the rage.
Right,
It's all the rage
Oh,
nowadays.
Jesus.
With Elliot Spitzer here in New York.
Yeah, you got to watch Elliot Spitzer here in New York. His prime directive is going after radio shows for some reason. His big thing was the payola. Mm-hmm. He was going after that, and not even like the old school payola where you're getting actual money to play records.
Right.
It's like an advertiser gives a prize away. You play the record, give the prize away, like a concert ticket or something, and he's all outraged that that's payola. And now he's in the paper today. One of the stations was having a contest, a bitch slap contest.
It's Rick's old station.
Rick's old station.
Sure.
Hot 97.
Hot 97.
Smackfest 05.
And I watched these online, and it's brilliant. I loved it. They had 2 bitches standing in front of each other,
Big,
and they would take turns
broads.
smacking each other as hard as they possibly can in the face. And I guess whoever took it the longest would win the prize. And Elliot Spitzer said this is a combat contest that had to be sanctioned by rules like boxing, and fine the station $250,000 for just standing there and smacking. What's the problem? They want to come in, smack each other?
Yeah, I
Way
don't
make a little money.
understand
And now they have to have weigh-ins from the commission.
Right.
Yeah.
Before they can do it.
Yeah.
Get their blood pressure checked.
Yeah, we can't get the people searched in the subways without people chiming in, but, you know, at least Elliot Spitzer's working, so fat bitches can't smack each other at a radio station. Priorities are just
Thank God we're safe. from that. Let's say hi to Max in Dallas. Max, what's up?
O&A.
Hi.
What's there, little Jimmy, you hairless little muggle? Ron and Fez, never heard of
reading.
All right.
Never heard of them.
Fuckers make me laugh. Punching out, Maverick.
It's a great show, man.
Yeah, we highly recommend you check out Ron and Fez. When are you guys starting? Like in a month or something?
About a month or so.
Gonna take it easy.
Yeah. I'm going to take it easy.
Gotta find a place.
Right, find a place, which is a nightmare right now.
The big radio move.
Yeah, and it's expensive, of course. I was talking with the realtor last night, and the main thing to do is you can get a cheaper place if you're willing to look out your window and not see a white person. But for every white person you see, the rent comes way up.
It goes up.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can hear him ringing it up.
Myself.
So a month away, that's kind of weird for us, though.
Yeah, just a little less vacation than the president.
You guys, what's the longest you've taken off so far, though? Between gigs?
It's probably this, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, when the Ron and Ron show went down, we took, like 6 months off?
Wow,
like 9.
6
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's a long time.
We did that in our sleep.
How long were you guys off altogether?
2 years.
26 months.
Really?
2 Jimmy knows
years.
best. 26 months.
26 months.
4 days and 7 hours.
Must be nice to get paid. Shut up.
1,200 awful commercial radio stations around the country plugging my gigs and having 80 people show up. It stunk. And thank you to Ron and Fez, by the way, guys who were true friends through the whole thing, helping me out. I love you guys so much. Thank you.
I don't know how Jimmy was the only one that snuck around and was able to go on Infinity shows, on your shows. He was an integral part of the Opie and Anthony show, and he goes. Meanwhile, you know, the likes of a Big Kev wasn't allowed on your show.
That was
our choice.
Oh, okay. Now it makes sense.
Jimmy flew under the radar.
Issue with the building.
He flew under the radar that whole time. It was amazing to us.
Slithered, probably a better word.
Yeah. All right, why don't we take a break and we'll get into some things with Ron and Fez. Because we got fired.
You're a Toronto bitch in a hot pool, in a hot tub.
Ooh.
In a hot tub.
That was
Watch Jimmy working his moves. I've never seen it before. I got to watch him. We went to the spa up by the pool at the hotel in L.A. There was a very attractive girl there from Toronto. She was about, 22,
maybe 23.
Tall, very tan.
Brunette.
Wearing a bikini.
Nice belly.
Very nice body on her.
22,
and she's
that's a
sitting
little
there.
young, Jimmy.
She's all alone.
I was thinking just the opposite.
And she was alone, and Jimmy, sparks up a little conversation. And she seemed kind of interested in what they were talking about. But you're almost like an interrogation, I noticed.
You're right.
It's like a critique
God
your
damn
pitch
it,
a little
right.
bit. Like, it wasn't conversation. It was more like you're asking questions and you're expecting it to lead somewhere.
God damn it! It was Ant. It was his chick. It was two other one lady and her daughter from Colorado, and me and this hot chick. And you're right. That's exactly what I do.
Toronto. You live by the tower.
Yeah.
It's like, oh fuck.
Like a mental checklist. Like, all right.
Yeah.
The same question you asked in Guantanamo.
Are you now? Are you a man? Homosexual? God damn it! You're right. I interrogate.
Yeah, it was
them
like
and
an
it's going
interrogation.
somewhere.
And then but we're all kind of laughing and talking. And then out of nowhere, she just goes, "Well, I gotta go," and gets up.
I gave myself away because I mumbled, "Whore!" I'm sitting in the hot tub with my feet in the hot tub, but I don't want my fat tits to hang out, so I leave my Aussie shirt on at the hot tub.
Yeah, you were like fully clothed.
Yeah, exactly. 37 with an Aussie shirt, no self-esteem, fat calves in the water.
Just dangling your little feeties in there.
So, do you like Canada? Bye.
Bye.
Give me a cast and a couch and a van. That'll fit you.
Yeah, it's 90 degrees. When she said it's getting a little chilly, I think I should go in. I should have told you.
Come to New York often? Nah, not till October.
Canada. It's cold in L.A.
God damn it, you're right. That's what I do in interrogation.
It was the cold fear that just ran up and down her spine.
Yeah.
I started asking questions like, do you wear contact lenses, eyeglasses? How good are you at, identifying facts? Have you ever spoken to the police before? Do you have a visa?
All right, we got Bob Saget coming in at 9:30. We should take a break.
Yeah.
And we should talk to these guys about what happened after we got fired, because we left them behind.
they took over pretty much at any.
Well, we want to get into that
because
there was a picture on the post that made me laugh so hard when I was basically really depressed during that whole time. But I got a really huge laugh the day they were on the front page of the post with this
that was a Daily News
publicity photo.
The Daily News, yeah.
We got to find that picture.
All right,
we have to find that. We'll try to do that, and we'll continue. Yeah, I love seeing the newbies. You guys are like newbies.
What's that? I blinked and we're back.
Ron and Fez have been doing radio forever, but as far as satellite radio goes, you guys have a lot to learn. You're newbies. They're like, wait, you're back already?
Work, boy. There are no breaks.
That's right.
Right now, normally I'd smoke a full cigar during my breaks. It's 9.5 minutes.
Of course.
We walk outside. We make calls.
We used to play foosball games,
right,
and drink, and it was a party going on during the commercial breaks, and it would last forever. You could smoke, you could play a full game of foosball up to 11, and go back in and do the show.
That's the weird thing about commercial radio. The better you got, the less radio you had to do.
That's exactly true.
Like
the goal was to do no radio and have everyone think you did a show.
When we first started at WNEW, they were doing, 5-minute stop sets maybe.
Yeah.
And then when we were at the peak of our success on commercial radio, they were like 15 to 17 minutes at a time. We had to do less radio.
It was amazing. You could just walk out of the studio.
It's so funny. We knew we only had 2 minutes, but we're used to this now. We take our time going to take a leak. I went to get my yogurt, and the panic in you guys' faces.
Oh, sometimes the song's over. We're on. He's not back yet. Jimmy's not back. Jimmy leaves during the show. He'll go to the office to check email or something if he thinks a chick has emailed him a nude picture.
If you're just tuning in, we got Ron and Fez doing the show with us today, and we couldn't be happier. They are joining 202 in the very near future. Mm-hmm. The first golden ticket. We saw this golden ticket thing.
By the way, that you have a message sound that kept going in the last break, that was my phone.
Okay.
Now, I didn't even check because I would never even think someone would be so stupid as to text message me during the show, because we're doing a show. That goes to my sister, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. You're the idiot today. She emailed, she goes, see, Ron remembered. That's what she text messaged me.
It's true.
Ron remembered. Thanks, Dawn. Bring.
I almost started crying that night when she said that, though.
Yeah.
Oh, you all work together again. Yeah, right. Sure, we will.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just doesn't pan out.
It never happens.
Now look.
Yeah.
We're all together.
You guys, we're building the fucko list. Do you have any shows you want to add to the fucko list that we haven't added yet?
Hitler. Wow. I'd like to see Hitler on that list.
Any radio shows out there that you have a problem with?
You know what? I was thinking of golden tickets. The fact is, Eric Logan, a girl that I got started in radio, I didn't even know this until recently, is the godmother of his child.
Really?
Yeah. BL. She used to do Hooters on the radio. What's the...
Yeah, then it became the sports chicks, and now it's just the chicks.
Just to let you know about this woman, she was the second Hooters girl hired. That's how far back she goes.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Like seeing John Glenn talk about the shuttle today.
She's the John Glenn of Hooters chicks.
Second Hooters?
Yeah.
What year was that?
I think it was 45. It was right after VJ Day. She was being dipped in Times Square, and a sailor was kissing her.
The returning soldiers love wings.
Oh, boy. That's not a title you want to tell too many people about.
I was the second Hooters girl ever.
The first one, Cloris Leachman.
God rest his soul.
It's like saying you're the second woman with the right to vote in this country.
She's the world's oldest surviving
suffrage
Civil War bride.
I was the first woman to legally wed a Negro.
When was that law passed?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Oh my God!
People.
Bro versus Wade.
Hey, since we are going to be off a month, though, Opie, I want to see if you guys can push this for us.
Yeah.
If anybody knows what we want to do, I wanted to set up a hotline for people to call us. It's 703-449-0898, 703-449-0898. Call us, leave any kind of gay bashing that you want on that number.
Wait a minute. Say that number again.
703-449-0898.
That is my home phone number. In Northern Virginia. That is my home phone number, Ron.
Oh yeah, that is 703-449-0898. Shit.
God. Oops. Now that's out.
Yeah, that's gonna leave a bruise. So
It's more like a golden shower now.
Well, hopefully it will be for you.
So could we talk about the publicity shot that made it on the cover of the Daily News after we got fired?
Well, there's so much.
I remember I was doing some inline skating, trying to get my mind off.
Of course you were. Stop it.
Off the hell that we were in.
We all know you're in shape, Opie, okay?
I remember that day. The sun came up, we breathed air, and I was rollerblading.
Just making that body better.
We were syndicated to 20 cities. We lost it all in one day doing our Sex for Sam thing, and we get fired, and we're all over the front pages of a ton of newspapers.
The press was so desperate that
they wanted to keep the story going.
Right.
What happened?
Yeah. And it was like so much fun in a lot of ways because we would show up to work. We were the only show left at NEW. Plus all the bosses were fired. Everybody was fired.
Everyone was fired.
And we got this big dark floor with one little light bulb at the end. That was us.
Everyone on our staff had their own huge office.
Yeah.
We got to explain this to the rest of the country. They were building this pretty amazing radio station. They had us, they had Ron and Fez, they had Scott Farrell there, and they took a lot of time to get some really good talk shows together.
They were really trying to build it up and make every day part fun and exciting.
And then we just turned the corner.
Right.
Like Jeremy had just taken us out to dinner because we had some kind of number one with men numbers, and he was all whatever.
The ratings were turning around, and then the company was taking notice, and they were going to try to syndicate this whole thing to a lot of stations across America.
Yeah.
And then we fucked up
so bad
that we get fired. Our whole staff gets fired. They fire Ken Stevens, the guy that put the whole radio station together, Jeremy, and others.
Jeremy took you to dinner? The Ramrod has a lovely burger.
Do they? Jimmy's a little bitter because he was supposed to get a raise.
No, my money was supposed to double.
Yeah.
Right, it was supposed to double.
That's a good raise.
His money was going to double, and the paperwork was in. No, it wasn't, and that was the problem.
He didn't put the paperwork in.
He took his time with the paperwork.
Didn't put it in, so then when Jimmy got the boot, all that severance pay that he was supposed to get was based on the old rate. Because
instead of the new rate.
Jeremy decided
take his time.
Other things were a little more
I still have the
important.
contract with the new figure on it signed by John Sykes, I believe.
Yeah.
I would have done your contract, but I was busy holding two beautiful black things. I get it. Yuck. Everything's neat and organized. It's a little compartmentalized. Just shaming Mother. Shaming her.
Well, after you guys got blown out, the press went so crazy that there for a while, we would show up for work to try to get in the doors, and it was like I was OJ's lawyer. There would just be people taking pictures and TV cameras, and I'd have my kid with me, and I'd be like this, no comment at all. Just playing the gimmick like I had anything to say. What could I possibly say anyway?
What do you have to say about St. Patrick's?
Any word at all? What's happening with the boys? Everybody was just excuse me, Mr. Bennington, I get 5 minutes. So just every day was like a madhouse. And then one day, I get up in the morning, check my email, and the little radio section of the Daily News was, and it was some kind of a stupid thing because they decided we were replacing you. Even though we'd been there the whole time, the Daily News just took an angle of, these guys are going to take over.
For the devils.
Yeah, right. Like, the cancer hasn't been killed.
Right.
And there was no reason. We hadn't moved into your shift.
The press found a new tumor, and it was Ron and Fez.
And, you know,
they thought the radiation worked.
And it was weird because we had a meeting that day with the boss, and I see this whacked out, coked out picture of us from years before. I had dreadlocks and a do-rag on my head. Fezzi's wearing a half shirt with his big hairy belly hanging out.
And a feather boa.
A feather boa.
Wrestling tights.
We had went through a long period where we thought dyeing our hair and wearing costumes was funny. I don't know why. You know what I mean? It was all caught up
Ronnie,
in the moment.
They were comfortable.
I know why.
Yeah. Well, it was the late 90s. Everything was different.
It's a different time, man.
It was pre-steps. It was pre-steps.
The first Gulf War had ended.
So, I called Fez. I go, oh, Fez, you're not going to believe this. There's some little article about us in the Daily News, and there's a picture. and it's just dead air from him on the phone. And he's like, is it bad? And I'm like, yeah.
Aren't you always hoping against all hope that when there's a picture in the paper, it's going to be a good one, but it never is?
The weird thing about it is, since I had only got it online, I thought it was just the little radio sections they run.
Oh.
I had no idea it was the front page of the Daily News. So Fez and I, we had to go down and see somebody from Infinity that day. We're down at 1313.
Right. Oh, yeah. On Broadway.
Yeah, so we're going through that office, and they're like, hey, it's really screwed up. I'm like, hey, whatever. Who knows? It's awful what they did to you. Hey, forget about it. It'll be forgotten tomorrow. We have no idea it's the cover. So we're walking down the street, seeing people we know, and they're busting up, laughing, pointing at us. All the people, the security at NEW laughing at us. And we're like,
you'll have no idea why.
And I'm going, everybody reads the little radio section? Everyone goes to page 50? What's the big deal? The last second, John Minnelli shows us the picture right before we were to go on the air.
Hands us the paper. And there it is on the cover.
And it felt like someone just had a picture of your asshole on the cover. Just like you couldn't have been more exposed.
And it wasn't clean.
They just pulled your cheeks apart.
It wasn't the headline the next Dumb and Dumber or the next Opie and Dopey?
Yeah,
or
something
it was
like that.
Something like
something
that.
Cruel. Yeah.
Here they come.
It made me laugh so freaking hard.
The weird thing is, I'm sure that wasn't like any press picture. I have no idea. It was like,
where do they
like
get
from
those?
a Christmas party or something.
Yeah.
They got that from the party that David Ferry and Clay Shaw were at together. You're a handsome man, Mr. Bennington.
Oh, man. Well, hey, any publicity, right?
No. That's just not true.
We learned that one.
Covering your face as you go past newsstands. As a stack of them sit there.
It's awful.
Someone's got to send the link. We want to read that article today.
I was driving after I
ourselves.
got fired, and we were on the cover of the papers, and there was a bus passing me by as I was driving, and the other lane was a bus, and you know how the drivers put the newspapers down into their windshield, little well down there, and plain as day, I look over and just see my face, and Opie's, of course, and Opie and Dopey as the headline, and I'm just driving, and I thought to myself, I actually said it out loud, I went, I'm dopey. The front page of the New York papers.
You're lucky his name isn't Funt.
The weird thing is, like, that happens in movies to people.
Right.
But never in real life.
No.
You know, that's always like, oh, look, you know, everyone's mad at Kramer, and then life moves on.
Right.
But this one just hung there. It just hung like an ugly fog above everyone.
I know that guy.
Nice. That's the Dandy Warhol. Smoke It, my favorite song that Ethel is spinning on XM Satellite Radio. We're back with the Opie and Anthony program. In studio, Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
If you're just tuning in, Ron and Fez have joined 202, and we couldn't be happier. We're giving out these golden tickets, and of course the first one had to go to Ron and Fez. Of course it had to.
Yes.
Our old pals from the WNEW days.
We found, by the way, the Daily News article we were talking about earlier after we got fired, and Ron and Fez were the only ones left at the station, WNEW, and they did a story on them in the Daily News. Well, with the internet, nothing ever goes away.
That damn internet.
That internet. There's the pictures.
Oh, you know what? This is the weird thing. This is actually a different story, but that picture started making the way around like that was our 8x10 we were passing out.
And the headline manages to bash both shows in just a few words. To quash static, light duo in slot of schlock jocks. So you're the light duo.
Right. Yeah. And the
you're
thing
not
was,
that good. You're all right.
Well, we're taking the slot jock slot.
Yeah. And you're taking the slot of the schlock jock.
But we're pussies.
Yeah.
You guys are the devil, and we're pussies.
Right. Not quite schlock.
Now I know what Bob Saget goes through. It really hurts.
I would cry if I got as many compliments as him.
By the way, this XM pen fucking exploded in my pant leg, and it fucking ruined my jeans.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, Ronnie.
This is the funny joke. This is my golden ticket. By the way...
Did you get your XM dribble cup, too, and you drink coffee out of it?
Didn't 4 out of the 5 people who got in a golden ticket get completely fucked over somehow? Yeah, they get sucked into a chocolate hole or something?
Yeah, that's true.
One got shrunk.
Yeah, right.
Another one turned into a blueberry.
Only one got the prize, really.
I didn't see the Johnny Depp movie, but I remember the kids movie from years ago.
That's why this whole golden ticket thing makes sense, because we will rebuild a team, and we'll be the last one standing again.
Completely.
We'll fuck everyone over again.
Now, we're the Willy Wonka. Someone's got to inherit it and be the light duo from place of a schlock jock.
Right.
Oh, Father, we're going now. I can't believe it. You know what? We were talking about this, what it was like at NEW after you guys left. I don't know whether you ever heard the song that Brother Joe did about Black Earl.
Oh, it was a classic.
It was. We brought this in for you, Ope, to give it a listen. Because
we've never played this.
No, it's one of my personal favorite songs that my brother's ever done. It sounds like the song.
Yeah.
The lyrics, very funny, very
it's done
relevant.
Patches.
Yeah.
You got to set this up for the entire country because there's a lot of people that have no idea who Black Earl is. Who, by the way, will be helping out the Ron and Fez show.
We're not allowed to say that because there's been a background check being done on him right now.
Background.
What?
Background check.
That should take about 5 minutes.
Really?
You were born, you did nothing, you did radio. You're a dull man.
I asked him to come in today with us and hang out, but his dad had just opened up a hydrant over in Queens, and he's going to be running back and forth all day.
So hot out.
It's vacation time in Queens.
I can't believe you said something, though.
The water park comes to you.
You're supposed to keep it quiet, but now the jig's up.
Oh!
Don't do that. He's going to get spooked.
Oh! Stop. Shock jocks. Schlock jocks.
Schlock jock. You know, if you weren't so light, maybe you'd hit on that humor.
Oh, I wanted to just say Negro.
I know yours. You've been a little niggardly with the compliments.
Now, well, Earl, by the way, Opie took this down to a silver ticket because he's like, you think you got anything for Earl? And I'm like,
That's a bronze ticket.
Give the silver ticket back.
He goes, this was Opie's idea? Yeah.
Oh, thanks,
We just want to get him off our back.
I can hang pictures myself.
Guy's been begging for a gig.
You guys take the colored fella.
Oh, they go, Opie.
And the weird thing is, you know, we do love Earl, but we've never worked with him.
He's never worked with anybody.
Been responsible the whole time we've known him.
Yeah.
And yet, he is still back there at NEW.
He's the one, everyone else that worked, gave their lungs for the place. This guy came in every day and worked and got thrown out the door. A parade of people. You could have a parade of people march down the street for all the people that were fired from that place.
It's like the Bugs Bunny cartoon.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant the the conga line around the base.
That's the
all the people that got
strikeout line.
fired. Yeah, WNEW.
Oh, that was the guys walking?
1, 2, 3, you're out. 1, 2, 3, you're out.
Oh, yeah.
Earl would call me. We got fired, and Earl would call me every single day. It's been 3 years, almost every day, going, I'm getting fired.
It's just a matter of time.
The act is coming down tomorrow, and
here it comes.
And I'm like, Earl, you're a black guy in radio. You'll never get fired.
Right.
Ever.
They don't fire people.
So,
of color.
This song's about Earl?
It's about Earl and what he's done over the years and the lives that he's touched, and it's done to Patches, which is probably the greatest soul song of all time. And Brother Joe actually made it better with this.
Yeah. To understand a little more about Earl, we once had Earl hang a picture. His job was to hang a picture one day, and it took him the entire day. I'm not talking a mural. Mm-hmm. This is an 8x10 photo in a frame already. Just hang it. And it took him... He had to requisition hammers and get tape measures and try to level things.
And he was looking for a rope and a noose. So we're like, not that type of hanging, Earl.
Not this time.
And he was never seen without a giant 2-liter of ginger ale and a bag of really cheap potato chips.
Right.
And always at work, but never working.
Never working. And when you asked him, what are you doing? He would say, I'm working on the public file. And we never knew what that was, but he was always working on it.
And he had jobs like he was our shop steward.
Right.
Yeah, and was in charge of the fire drill.
He was the safety guy for the floor. And we were like, what is that, Earl? Well, if there's a fire, I'm in charge. Hey, what?
Yeah.
Remember,
see him in the cloud of smoke.
Remember when there was smoke in the building and you guys looked out the window? And he was all the way down on the ground. The guy who was supposed to get everyone out.
He's supposed to get everyone out safely. The guy has just lived. He survives. We called him the cockroach many times because he just survives through everyone else's cataclysm.
He had to hang the picture on Martin Luther King Day, by the way.
Yeah, that's true.
Should we play the song?
Yeah.
He worked for Scott Muni, who was a legend in radio. He interned with Scott Muni and never left the station, basically. So without further ado, here's Brother Joe and his little song about Black Earl.
I was born and raised in New York City, in a housing project way up in the hood. I dressed in dark clothing, so folks started calling me Black Earl. Oh, and they used to laugh about it, 'cause deep down they knew they called me that 'cause I was as black as soot. I've always been a lazy man, a couch potato with a clicker in my hand. See, motivation I never had, hid in the shadows when the boss got mad. For 20 years I never got a raise. I'm 33 and I've never been late. I look busy but I'm not, I'm just walking around. I pick up some papers and I put them back down. Someday I'm gonna stop paying my rent, live in a refrigerator box, never get out of bed. I'm Black Earl, a genuine lazy bum. I'll always make it through hard times at any W. Then one day some lame brains came and took O&A away. And at the age of 33, I felt like I was carrying the weight of the whole station on my shoulders. And Ron and Fezzy knew what I was going through. Every morning I'd unlock the door, lay down and I'd sleep a little more. Then I put away the bathroom key. Everybody was depending on me. I eat a chicken wing with lemonade. Lord, give me strength to make another day. Times I felt I couldn't go on. Push a button, throw a switch, answer the phone. Got lost in the van, I did my PSAs. 10 minutes work gonna take me all day. I'm Black Earl, a genuine lazy bum. I'll always make it through hard times at any W. I could hear Scotzo say, Black Earl, you're a genuine lazy bum. You'll always make it through hard times at any W. Ken and Jeremy say, Black Earl, you're a genuine lazy bum.
Wow, that one is probably the best song parody ever.
Maybe ever. Sometimes I'll listen to that just in my car.
I know, I've done that. I've popped that in and listened to it just for the music value.
I don't recognize the original, though. I
love
that. Yeah, the
Patches,
original.
we got a little Patches.
I don't know if I've ever heard the original.
This is probably one of the most horrific
sad sack song of all time.
Who sings it?
Just gets worse and worse for this colored boy.
Clarence Carter? Yeah, Clarence Carter, the same guy who did Strokin'. He's just phenomenal performer.
I was born and raised down in Alabama.
Of course
on
you
a farm way back up in the woods.
He nailed it.
I was so ragged, folks used to call me Patches. Papa used to tease me about it, because deep down inside he was hurt, because he'd done all he could. Our Papa was a great old man. I can see him with a shovel in his hand. See, education he never had.
Of course not.
He did wonders when the times got bad. The little money from the crops he raised barely pays the bills we made. Oh, life that kicked him down to the ground. When he tried to get up, life would take him back.
Oh, that's right. Opie didn't do it.
Put his hands on my shoulder, then in tears he said, Black girl.
He nailed it.
Yeah.
Someone said that the parody mentions everything Earl ever did in one song.
It is true.
Unlock the door, sleep a little more, bathroom key, it was his responsibility. Get lost in the van. Oh, Papa passed away.
Yeah, everything happens to this poor sad
Everything.
sack.
And everything, he's got to do everything.
Yeah, he's 10. He's tilling the fields.
Oh.
He's
he's packing a huge cock.
Yeah. And then one day the angels came and took Mama away.
Right. He can't catch a fucking break. He's
nothing.
Basically Christopher Reeve's wife doing this story.
Dana Reeves.
Big black cock with a nice little sweat sheen on it.
Why bring that up?
A big piece of just a glorious gift from God shining there. Those old britches.
No reason.
And his patched up underalls or coveralls, underalls.
Yeah, underalls.
Well, then you must be a panty line.
Boy, if that's not a fucking little fantasy popping out.
Well,
Alabama buck wearing a pair of underpants.
I want James Evans in panties. Same.
I got an update on the paparazzi thing, Anthony.
Oh?
To change subjects drastically.
Yes.
Andrew in Brooklyn, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know that there's a picture of Opie and his lovely young girlfriend on nydailynews.com.
Oh!
It was for the premiere of The Constant Gardener last night.
Well, look at that shot.
Well, we explained this earlier. The paparazzi was there to film the stars going into the premiere, and then they realized I was there, and they went nuts with their cameras. I haven't showered in 2 days, and there's the shot. I made it up on the website. Great.
You look beautiful.
Yeah, that one's going to do some damage.
No, it should be there. Good. The only thing
My name is Andrew, and I'm on the radio.
You know, I really wish that Lindsay would have walked away, and then some real fatso would have walked up next to you, and they would have snapped that shot. Shock jock and gal.
That would have been funny.
I've been just trying to keep the relationship on the down low, that's all. But now it's out in the open there.
She looks mad in that photo, too.
Oh, she hates getting her picture taken.
She looks really upset.
Absolutely hates it.
How do you get to that from the Daily News?
I don't know. There's a whole thing where there's the paparazzi taking their pictures, and it pops up on the website. So.
Well, at least you're not in a half shirt and a feather boa. That's true.
Yeah.
Always think about that.
Could always be worse.
Yeah, there you go, Ope. That's good.
If I had a hot girl, I'd want everybody to see the pictures.
She just doesn't like getting her picture taken. There's going to be hell to pay
But
later.
the way that face, it looks like she's just about to say, fuck you. You can see the teeth are clenched in the...
Oh, that's good.
That's absolutely amazing, because she ran away. So I don't even know how they got that one. I wonder if it was another one from afar or something. Whatever. There it is. Have fun. All right. Awkward. Brad in Cleveland, what's up?
Hey, buddies. Hey, Ron and Fez. Congratulations. Been listening to you guys for about 5 years underground from Cleveland. Thanks to all the guys over at ronfez.net. Maybe you guys can put in a good word for the Hideout for a nomination.
Well, the Hideout just signed that deal for 2 years, I think.
Yes?
Oh, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the end of it.
All right, let's say hi to Photoshop Mike. Photoshop Mike from Flushing, what's up?
Hey, what's happening, buddies?
Hey.
Ron and Fez, just wanted to give you guys a call and say it's really great to hear the Afro Zone back together for a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget about it. Hey, Fezzy.
Yes.
I got those shirts, they're done.
Photoshop Mike is someone who takes my head and puts it on every fat person's body
Yeah.
you can find.
The fat baby pictures are the best.
I'm the Lollipop Guild from Wizard of Oz. He puts my face everywhere.
Mike, how many of those pictures have you made?
Over 350.
Wow.
See, and I think they just keep getting funnier.
Yeah, you wouldn't think there would be that many things to paste my fat face to.
It's getting hard, man.
Hey, that one that they have in the lobby here that they did, they put your face over some fat old lady's body, and they got it up right next to the door when we came in.
That one hasn't been doctored. That's my actual body and picture they took at XM.
But,
there it is.
I got the I got a shirt for Ron and Fez, both you guys. So maybe either I can send them to you or I'll bring them in person one day.
You know, I'm not Bob Saget. I'm not going to sit here and try to get you to like me. I can't do that.
Right. No, I just made them for you.
Hey, mister, could you do me a favor? Could you make a Photoshop of Fez's face? There's a picture of me with no shirt in my underwear, with my fat stomach sticking out. Could you please put those two together?
That would be hilarious.
Tell
the original.
Man breast, that one?
Yeah, well, no, not where I'm squeezing my man tits, but where I'm actually just standing in profile. It's kind of like a seductive look over the shoulder.
Sure, with the hat on your head.
No hat.
Oh. Yeah, okay, I'll check it out on the phone.
Yeah, I'm wearing underwear and I'm looking over my shoulder to the left or the right, I believe.
No problem. I'll have it done in a few minutes.
Thank you, mister.
A few minutes. It does take that long.
All right, let's go to Dory, it looks like. Dory in New York. What's up?
Hey, how you doing? I wanted to say hi to Ronnie and Fezzy.
Hey.
We missed you guys, and it's so cool that you're going on with everybody, with Opie and little Jimmy, because we love them too. So just wanted to say hi, and we're glad you're back.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, and good luck.
All right, let's go to
Dory you're on Ron and Fez. Hi, Dory.
Oh, is that an impression? Because I have feelings.
Hi, Dory.
We didn't get the name straight.
You know, I didn't do broadcast school, so I don't have everything down.
We love this. Frank, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hi, Frank.
All right, let's,
Hey.
Hey. I like that. Fez, did you get married, by the way? It's been a while.
The fiance still in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada.
Yes, of course. Of course she is.
Just come clean. Seriously, make today. Let's start. It's a whole new job. Let's just say it.
Let's start anew, Fezzy.
That's right.
It doesn't matter, girl, guy. Just be with somebody. Today.
You know me. I like the girl booty.
Yeah.
She's a girl. Her name used to be Leon. I robbed a bank for her in 1974.
Let's go to Jimmy in New Jersey.
Tuesday afternoon.
Jimmy!
Hey, how you doing? While everybody was calling in to suck Bob Saget's dick, I waited on hold to let Ron and Fez know that I'm psyched about them joining 202. And Fez?
Yes.
He
got you.
Yes. Must be a slow news day. CNN. Sex after 50, and they got Dr. Ruth on.
Dr. Ruth.
She looks good, though.
How does she still look exactly the same?
Because I think a lot of women over 50 might go, why? But you're talking about passion.
Darren?
Yes.
Tell all of your viewers.
Yes.
She looks like Paul Williams.
If people are
Dr. Zayas.
if they know
Dr. Zayas.
some of the changes that Mary Jane is going to talk about, sex can go on until the age of 99.
What happens?
100? What happens?
You pull your dick out and the vagina is attached to it.
But the main thing is that the brain has to tell women and men
that it's in. You don't even know if the dick's in unless your brain tells you. Because it's like sticking your cock out a window.
are going to have more time. The kids are out of the house. That they should go right after watching you back into bed and having some good sex. If they know to
Nazi
use
sex.
You know, she ran out on our show as well, Dr. Ruth. She was at NEW for another interview. I guess the normal interviews they used to do upstairs.
Oh, yeah, right.
Some of these big celebs would kind of wander downstairs to where we were broadcasting, and the doors open, and we get her in.
Our clever ruse that was actually a regular radio show.
And Tony Danza ran out, Dr. Ruth ran out, a few others, but Dr. Ruth came in, and I said that she had a new book out called Anal for Dummies, and she did not like that at all and ran out.
Didn't Tony Danza run out because you had two fat chicks doing something with dildos? There was some atrocious thing that I wanted to walk out on.
I think something was going on, and he came in and wanted to promote some. I'll be singing opera. I think down at some dive.
He does everything that's not popular.
Yeah,
tap dances.
That's right. You could catch me juggling. We're gonna be juggling in Times Square. It's fantastic.
Started a jug band. Anything that people don't like, he starts. What is wrong with it? Because it's not like it's not easy to learn tap dancing, but no one wants to watch you do it.
Who cares?
Tap dancing hasn't been popular since slavery. Tap dancing is great if you just don't want to be whipped. That's why you should learn to tap dance. How about a little soft shoe? Yes, sir.
Anthony, it's Gamefly.com. We got to get this in before we get out of here for today.
Yes.
We can't go late with this satellite radio.
Why, Opie? Why now?
You guys will learn that.
They no rules. They cut us off.
It's a whole computer thing.
Because it's all computerized. And when the show ends, it's got to restart. So if we went 5 minutes later, when would the show restart? 5 minutes after that? Then what happens at the end? Now you're 10 minutes. And before you know it, you got to take a DeLorean back to do the show over again.
If that happens 12 times, you lose an hour.
Right.
Little math.
You could lose 2 hours if it's 10%.
Exactly. And we're back to the beginning point. And good night, everybody.
Thank you. 10% of my half plus 10% of his half.
Math whiz, a retard.
So happy you made that mistake.
I am a dope.
I can't wait to listen to the replay, just to listen to your confidence shattered
I know I'm an idiot.
It never happens. But boy, was that a blunder. You were off by half, and I'm thrilled.
I was with Anthony, though. It made sense to me.
I still think he's making too much.
Exactly.
That's all.
All right.
10 and 10.
Gamefly.com.
Right.
The world's leading online video game rental service. It's so easy. You send a game back, and the next game on your queue list is automatically sent. This is really easy. Basically, you rent games online.
You don't want to go out and buy one of these video games, very expensive these days, and have it suck. So you could check them out with Gamefly. They let you have up to 2 games at a time. You keep them out as long as you want. None of those late fees. And if you like the game, you just click Keep It in your game queue, and they get the mint condition box and the manual delivered to you, just like you bought it in the store. All at a great member discount. Go to Gamefly.com/XM. They want to know if it's worth their while for us to advertise. So put this /XM in. Only costs $21.95 a month, but you can start with a free 2-week XM trial. No commitments. Cancel anytime you want. Start playing all the latest releases, all those games you've wanted to play for oh so long at Gamefly.com. They got over 2,500 titles to choose from. All the platforms. What do you play on? Xbox, PS2, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, or the PSP? 2 games at a time. No shipping either way either. That's right. All the games you want at Gamefly.com. GAMEFLY.com/XM. Plug in XM in the promo code box to get your special offer. It's Gamefly.com.
Bravo.
Before we go, of course, we have to mention how great Saget was today. Dude, my goal is to see him in L.A. and pull a train with him. I gotta pull a train with fucking Saget.
You probably will be able to. Yeah.
Nice fat chick. She loves him, but she'll fuck me to make him. He was hilarious.
Yeah. Did you guys see him on Entourage?
No, I never.
He basically played the same character that he was in here, but the character was Bob Saget. He was just at a whorehouse. It was really, really funny.
I love Entourage.
He was in so do I.
I haven't gotten to that point yet because I just started watching it, but I got it on demand on HBO. It's nice.
I love On Demand. That doesn't cost you anything to watch them, does it?
No.
I love On Demand.
It's great. You have your own marathon. You just pop them on one after the other.
Wait till the end of the season. See who won Survivor. There we go.
No commercials, no nothing. Everyone goes broke.
Why don't we give Ron and Fez the last minute here?
Ron and Fez, welcome
Thank
to XM Satellite Radio.
We couldn't be happier.
Good to have you.
Going to debut September 12th.
Is that it?
On 202.
We're debuting for the 90th times in our career.
How much does it cost
new again
to debut? That sounds good.
We never got in around a monster rain today.
Well, clouds are darkening.
I have a hat with a port painted on it. Damn.
Yeah, it's the debuting thing sounds all good, but all it means is building a new audience.
Start fresh.
Starting over. Oh,
impress us. That's all it is.
Make us laugh, boy. Yeah, well, you guys will do just dandy.
We always do.
And
we
remember,
always do. You know why? No ambition whatsoever. We just don't care.
When you set your sights ground level, how can you fail?
Yeah.
Go ahead, John, real fast.
6632 checking in. Glad to have you back.
Hoo-ah. Spread the word. Ron and Fez are back. Steve, Virginia, go.
Hey, I just wanted to welcome Ron and Fez. I'm from D.C. area. Big fans on JFK.
Thanks.
All right. That was good. Let's go to Blitz. Blitz, what did you learn on the Opie and Anthony show today?
I learned wiping Christopher Reeve's ass causes cancer.
Sad.
Yeah, they're looking into that.
I just fired that one out.
Proving there is no God.
Revolting connection.
The cancer link.
It even offended Saget. He's like, I can't go there.
I know.
Maybe that's what caused it. Oh, shit.
Doug out, Doug, real fast. 4 seconds, go.
I learned that we already brought down Russ Martin's message board.
Nice.